Hi everyone, today I am going to be colouring my first picture from Elegant Elephants, which I was sent as a very welcome gift. I love elephants, and I was sent it together with these pencils. Now I have reviewed the Kores Pastel Pencils before because I am lucky enough to have the set of 12, which is looking a bit messy. But this is the 24 set, so I have a bigger range of colour in here, which is really lovely. I'm really excited. I've actually was sent the set by the same person who sent me the other set, but she could obviously tell that I really like them and she's bought me a bigger set, which is really kind. And so I thought I would have a go at this lovely elephant, and we're not going to do the whole page, just the elephant. Maybe not all of it, we'll see, and just test out all the colours. I just thought it would be a fun thing to do. I'm just trying to get my book to lie a bit flatter, but it doesn't want to. Now I'm going to tip them all out because it's going to be quite noisy if I keep sort of pulling them out bit by bit. Oh, that didn't work. I tried to pull them out with the cardboard, and the cardboard came out and they stayed in. That wasn't the plan. Hang on a minute. I'm sorry. Making a lot of noise and not actually doing anything very entertaining. There we go. Right. And now I have them out. Okay. I may need to sharpen as we go, but we'll see. And I think I'll just use them through the rainbow sort of thing. So I'm gonna let's go in a little closer to our elephant. There we go, so we want it all in shot, and we'll grab the first pink colour and go for it. Now I think this is the deepest pink that there is in the set from what I can tell, and we'll just go for it and colour this in and see how it looks. Now I'm not going to do too much with shading because we're just going to have a look at the actual colours that are here. Really, I thought that it would be fun, and probably won't get the whole elephant coloured either, but we'll just try them out. So that's a really deep, although it's a pastel colour, it's quite a deep one, which is always quite useful actually, because sometimes it's tricky to shade with pastels and pastel pencils, I should say. Now these have no identifiers on them, so I can't tell you what colour they are. We just have to go with what's, this is the next darkest pink. That's all I can say really. So not terribly useful for you guys, but I'm afraid it's the way it is. So I'm going to pop that in there, and then you can sort of compare the two pink colours. So you can definitely see how different they are, which is nice. And then we have another pink here, which looks quite similar. I'm going to put it up here, and then again we can see the difference between them. It is lighter, isn't it? Very nice shades, I think. I do like these. Now our last pink is very much paler. It's really is quite a pale pink. Now I'm thinking I want to do that green, like it's some sort of leaves around this flower, so I'm going to do this really pale pink in a different place. I'm just having a look, what have we got going on with the trunk? I think that's all quite leafy. Maybe we'll do up here, and we'll do the centre part of these flowers. Not the centre part, but the, I'm just going to sharpen it actually, because those spaces are a little small. There we go. So we're going to go in here, and it actually looks like quite a salmon pink, I would say. Slightly orangey pink. I might put some oranges with that rather than pinks. I'm not sure yet. See how it goes. Play it by ear, as it were. Just testing them out and having fun, really. It's all the joy of new pencils, isn't it? And these, I really like the feel in the hand. They're triangular, which suits me. I know some people aren't sure, but they're fine. They work in a normal sharpener. I just use my normal, very worn Staedtler Noris sharpener. Absolutely fine. Look at this one, it's a sort of bronzy colour. It's nice, isn't it? I'm going to use that for these swirls on the trunk, I think. So yes, but the actual paint on the pencils is, I'm just going to sharpen that, I'm not getting it very neat. The paint on these pencils is matte finish, it's not shiny, and I find it really pleasant in my hand to hold. I like the feeling of it. Sounds a bit odd, some shiny pencils, well, they're okay, but I just find it nice. Yeah. I can't compare it to any other pencils. I don't have any other that have that sort of matte finish on them. I guess Ergosofts do, don't they? Maybe that's what these are trying to copy. Don't know. Maybe that's why I like them so much, because I like my Ergosofts. Trying to work out whether to go up here with this. No, I'll leave it there. So that's in a funny order, isn't it? We go from pink to that. Oh, actually, they got a bit out of order when I was fiddling around. Anyway, I always reorder things. I'm the naughty girl. Okay, just noticed that we've got some more swirls on the elephant, and I've picked up this goldish colour again to do the rest of them. I think we want some consistency throughout. I think that's nice. There we go, and here, look. I mean, you may not choose these colours, of course. I'm just sort of going with what I like and think will work. Okay, so now we have this, it's a sort of pinky orange, I guess. Where should we go? I'm thinking, maybe, I had said I might do these with orange. We'll go in the centre. Like that. It's quite similar to that pink. That's okay. And here we have our orange. I'm thinking I'm going to do these flowers. Now these are quite soft leads. I'm just going to sharpen it. They can have a tendency to crumble just a little bit, but not massively. So when you've just sharpened it, occasionally the tip might just crumble off. Of course it will snap off too if you are too heavy-handed, like sometimes I am. But that's just me. I can be heavy-handed. That's definitely got more pigment than that one, with, you know, it's a bit darker in its orange colour. But anyway, that's, I'm not sure how well it goes with that light pink. That's my fault, not a fault of the pencil. But I could always colour over it with this and make it disappear, but I'm not going to do that. I think it'll be okay. As I say, I'm just doing plain colouring, just so we can see what the colours look like. I may do some slightly different. I do find with pastel colours, even if you colour over and over, it doesn't always look really different to just the light coloured colour. I think it's because they're not highly pigmented, because they're not supposed to be, and perhaps that is the reason why. I think it is how they are supposed to behave. But there we go. Now we go back to quite a light orangey, sort of orangey pink, I guess, colour. I'm going to give it a sharpen and have a think about. I know where to put it. I don't know if this is going to show up very much, but I'm going to put it in the centres of these. It seems really pale. It is. It's nice though. Whoop, I snapped the end then. That's because I was talking about it before and I wasn't being very careful. And also I find a lighter colour I tend to snap more because I try and get more pigment out of it and press a bit too hard. So it's just something I have to learn. We have another pink here, a really pale pink, so I'm going to use that on those flowers as well. I don't know where my voice has gone today. My son's got a cold, or one of my sons keeps sneezing. The other one had like a head cold the other day, but he seems better. I haven't felt unwell, so I don't know what's going on. I'm feeling a bit cold, but I need to put my cardigan on and I keep forgetting. I can't be that cold, can I? Or else I wouldn't keep forgetting. But it gets a bit chilly in the house at lunchtime. The heating goes off for a little bit of time. I've been experimenting with turning it down a little bit and seeing what happens. So now we're moving on to this sort of nice creamy yellow colour. That's a nice one. I think that's in the other set. And I'm just trying to think of where to put it. Oh, I've missed a flower. Oh, back to the pink. Where should we put the creamy yellow? We've got a few yellows now. Maybe I'll put it here on the edge of the tusk. I'm going to leave the tusk itself white, but that bit can go with a little bit of cream. Now this is a yellowy colour, like a mid-yellow. I think I'm going to do this sort of flourishy bit in yellows. I don't know what it's supposed to be, where it should be leaves. We've got some leaves at the bottom though, so it's quite a nice yellow, isn't it? It's not too neon. I think the next one is going to be, the next one looks quite neon-y. I think it's the one from the other set, which is quite a neon-y yellow, but that's okay. I think all pastel sets have a neon-y yellow, which is a little bit odd. You know, it is what it is. Now we have some greens, so I'm going to do the leaves. This is like the lightest green. I'm going to do the centre of these, where it is pale. It's a lovely shade. That should be that bit of petal. What colour did I use? Was it orange? I'm trying to remember. No, I think that's wrong. Anyway, it's done now. So that's a nice colour. I'm going to use it on here as well, and some of these. There's quite a few bits I wanted to be green, like that. It's a nice shade. Now we've got sort of darker green, and I'm going to do the outsides of the leaves. So I'm having a good day today. I'm trying to get lots of videos done, because tomorrow, although I've got a day at home, I've got a webinar I'm going to listen to, and various other things going on. So I'm not going to have quite as much time, but it's really fun colouring in my new book. I was going to just stick to sort of springtime pictures, but this isn't a non-springtime picture anyway. But it's a bit of fun, isn't it? That's nice. I like that. And here we've got another green. It seems slightly lighter. It's sort of next to the bluey greens, but I don't think it is bluey green. Let's have a go. I think it's just a different shade. I think it's more of a mid-green. Even a bit limey, maybe. It's nice. I should have sharpened it. I can't stay in the lines. Yeah. Right, now we've got a sort of turquoise, and I'm just trying to think where to go. I think I'm going to get in the ears with this. I'm going to do quite a big area with this one. The ears are quite big, aren't they? This is a nice colour. Isn't it lovely? I can do all these bits with this. Can take some time. What else can I tell you? I can tell you a bit about the book. I've done a flip through of the book already in an unboxing video when I received it, so that was good fun. And so you can see all the pages, but the paper The person who gave it to me apologised and said the paper was quite thin, but it isn't as thin as some books that I've got. I thought it was a little bit toothy, but it doesn't seem overly so. I mean, this slightly darker pastels have got a very vibrant colour. Obviously, it's quite tricky when you're trying out a set of pencils you haven't used before. Although I've used the from the 12 set to know, you know, how well it sits on the paper compared to other papers. But for me, it's doing very nicely. Yeah, I think because they're single-sided, it means that you don't have to worry too much if you have to press harder, or if you press hard on light paper, it can sometimes sort of buckle it slightly, but I don't think that matters on this paper. Here's another slightly darker one. I'm going to go around. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with the picture. I'm going to go around the edge of this with it. That's lovely, isn't it? Wow, that's nice. It's a bit more bluey. Look at that. That is just gorgeous. Wow. Anyway, if the paper buckles a little bit, it doesn't matter because behind it, you've got nothing. I'm leaning on another book behind here, and I've got a piece of paper behind the page, so that it cushions it slightly, but also means that if there's any ink transfer, it won't get on the page behind. It doesn't really matter on a single-sided book so much, but I like to just be a little bit careful, look after my books, and it's nice to have a bit of a cushion when you're colouring as well. On thinner paper, it makes quite a significant difference, but as I say, I'm not finding this paper particularly thin. So that's good. Now, ooh, I'm just sort of following the lines. Look, this goes all the way down here. Okay. So I'm going to go along here as well. I wasn't going to colour the ears this colour, but it looks like I am now. It's a lovely colour. I had an idea, but never mind. Where do we go? We go all the way to here. And all the way up here. Now, when I'm using pencils that have no name or number identifier, I have to do both sides, because otherwise there's no way of remembering what I've done. You have to do one after the other. Normally in a video I could just do one ear and scribble down which pencils I'm using and go for it, but because there's no number, I'm going to have to do this side as well, which means I have to chat to you while I'm colouring. Oh dear. It's quite a dull day today here in the UK. Well, I can't speak for the whole of the UK. I know we're only a little country, but we're not that little. We do have different weather. Up in Scotland it snows lots more than it does here. Down here we're sort of I'm in Gloucestershire, which is sort of central south west, I guess. Now the far south is the warmest part of the UK. Excuse me. So but we still get fairly warm weather here compared to some parts. We have had it in the very high 30s before. This is some Celsius, which I find very uncomfortable. It gets very humid as well, particularly in our town, our house, because we live in a valley. It's not a lot of wind, so which is advantageous in the winter because it's warmer, but in the summer it's also warmer, so it can get quite warm. And our house is tall and thin, which means that it gets very hot as you go up, as houses tend to. And that means, I'm just trying to see what I'm doing, that in the summer it can, in the bedrooms which are at the top, in fact my son's bedroom gets so hot, he's the highest, he's in the attic, he'll often bring a mattress down and sleep on his brother's floor if it's unbearably warm. Okay, oh, now it's not particularly neat because I've been rushing. These pencils can give a really neat finish, so don't think that they are messy, because they're not. as I say, it's just me. So here is another sort of, we're moving towards blue more, but we've got this one, and I'm going to do these shapes. This one. So smooth to colour with, which is nice. So today, I don't know what the temperature is. Don't avidly look at the weather when the temperatures are like they are now, because it's not unbearably hot, so it's fine. It's only when the weather is extreme, whether that means we're expecting snow, which is always very exciting, or whether we're expecting really hot temperatures, that I start weather watching. And or if there's a storm coming, something like that, you know, we want to know when it's coming and when we need to stay inside. We don't often have bad storms, but we had a few this winter where we were told to stay in. In fact, I think my husband worked from home. Kids were home. It must have been in the Christmas holidays or something. I don't know. Anyway, but we don't often have it like that. I'm going to do around there in this one as well. I'd quite like to do the whole of the ears with these colours, maybe not that top bit, but the whole of the sort of decoration inside the ears. So I'm going to do a bit more of this one and then swap back to some of those other sort of turquoisey blues. I think they're really pretty. We've got these two sections of ears. I'm going to do these dots and the centre of those dots in this colour. Like that. And the same here. Keep it consistent. So we tend to find that by my birthday in May, we tend to have had a few hot days, but not many. We get our humid days in June. By July, I feel like I'm getting a little bit more used to the summer, and by August, I can't wait for the winter to come back. But I do enjoy. I love the autumn because it's beautiful, as I'm sure you'd agree. But also, I know it's getting cooler, and I can get my sweaters out and my jackets out. I just like it. I'm going to use the darker colour of the blues, which I think was this here, to do this line here. Yeah, the loops. So our coldest winters, I don't really know. The weather's getting warmer as it is in a lot of places. But you know, we didn't have any snow this winter that I can remember. Maybe once in some sleet, and that was it. We had some frosts, but only a couple of really heavy ones where it may have got down to sort of -4 or 5. It didn't really get that cold this winter. And a lot of people like that. A lot of people really like the sunshine in the summer. I'm going to fill in all the rest of the gaps with, I think it's this colour. They really like the sunshine in the summer, and a warm winter they enjoy. I think if you have a long cold winter, lots of rain and dull weather as well, it feels like the summer's really short. People get a bit depressed. People like the sun, whereas I'm not a sun worshipper, a sun lover. I'm quite happy with it being cool, frosty mornings. I love a sunny day after frost is rather nice, I have to say. But you know, some people just adore the sunshine, don't they? But as I say, that's not me. I just get uncomfortably sticky and hot and dislike it. And I don't really have summer clothes because I don't embrace the summer. I try and cover up from the sun too. My skin, I get, I think it's called prickly heat. As soon as I get any bit of sunburn, It's not really, you know, as soon as the sun colours my skin at all, it turns to an itchy rash. It's going to put you off. But anyway, I know people like it. A shady, breezy summer day, that's okay. A wet one even better. Cloudy, nice. I remember as a child, my summer holidays from school, it always used to seem to be cloudy and raining. It never seemed to be, you know, anything else. Right, we're getting into our blues now, and I'm just thinking about what to do with this elephant's body. Now this is the first blue. I think I'll just start doing a few bits and see what it looks like. It's a nice blue. Gosh, there's a lot of sirens suddenly going by. Oh, that seems to continue into there, look. So on this side, it's that bit. Like that. I think we'll just do those bits. Because the lighter blue, I think, will go with this sort of turquoisey colours. And then we have a sort of quite a dark blue, I think. Whoops! I've dropped him on the floor. I'm going to use this for the main part. It's a nice colour, isn't it? As I say, this isn't the neatest colouring in the world. It's just it's just to show the colours, really. And these, I've been told, I haven't looked at the price, are a budget pencil, but I was bought them, so I haven't looked at the price. But I think they do really well. Really nice pencils. I almost want to take the Castle Art pastel set off my wish list because these are so nice. However, they have the beiges and browns in, which are what's missing really, I would say, from this set. Because having some, this might end up looking a bit messy. Now what's going on here? We've got that bit, but it's going into here. We're not doing any of the eye yet. The beiges and browns can be useful too, so that's a sort of obvious thing, I think. How's he looking blue? It's quite good, isn't he? I wanted to not, we could have gone in with grey, but I just wanted to use all these pencils. I think we need to do around the eye, go into this space. Like that. Gosh, I got my coffee's going cold. What I'm going to do, because I'm going to do the whole of the elephant blue, I'm just going to pause the video, have my coffee, colour them in and come back, because it's just boring colouring. Right, hi everyone, I am back. I have coloured the main part of our lovely elephant in. Sorry, I'm sort of drying up and I'm running out of things to say to you, and I desperately needed a drink. But I've had my drink now, and I'm moving on to the next blue colour, and I'm going to do the toenails, I guess they are. It's quite a different shade of blue, isn't it? And a few other bits as well. Now I'm going to do, I wasn't sure whether to do the rest of this page in these pencils or a different pencil, just because, you know, the elephant would stand out more if it was in a different colour. But I decided that I would probably do all the page in this set of pencils, and then I can have some fun with them and further explore all the different colours and that sort of thing, so that was good. And it's nice having a selection to choose from with the 24 rather than the 12. So that's really kind of me to have a lovely lady to send them to me. I do know her name, I just don't name, I tend not to name people on camera because I don't know if they don't want to be, you know. So, yeah. I'm sort of planning tomorrow in my head, busy things going on which I need to remember. So I thought if I film a fair bit today, then I won't have to worry about it quite so much tomorrow. I've decided that I'm going to try doing some in the Easter holidays while my children are here, because just going to do this one, because I don't think I'm going to have enough videos for then, and I just want to experiment and see whether I can do it with them here or whether I really do need my dedicated recording space that I've been talking about. It was pointed out to me by a very lovely good friend that I need to be careful because I need to enjoy the family and not separate myself away from them while and I totally agree with her, and it is a concern of mine as well. I just went out of the lines. I'm going to go under here too, this one. But if it was just purely for recording and I came back to my desk in the communal room for editing and everything else, it wouldn't be too long. This is the lightest purple. I'm going to do this in the middle here, but and it would mean that if I was in the middle of a picture, sometimes I'm in the middle of one over a weekend and then I sort of have to put it all away and get it back out. I could just leave it sitting on the desk ready for next time. You know, there was that thought as well, but we'll see. I'm still in the middle of, this is the last purpley colour. The barrel's blue, but the lead looks quite purple. We'll see how it comes out. We'll just wait and see what happens. As I say, I'm still in the middle of cleaning out and clearing out, and cleaning and clearing is never a wasted job. So this is a nice purple. Not got much of it now on this picture, have we? Now the eyelids I'm going to actually do in this darker blue. I think it's going to look odd if it's purple. There we go. Now, as I say, it's not particularly neat, a bit of an experiment. But look at those ears, the colour is gorgeous. But there we go. So that's the, as I say, the Kores Pastel Kores and Kores. I get a bit confused. Look, it says Kores Pastel there and Kores there. I don't know what other colours they do, whether they do other colours as well as pastels. Who knows? Anyway, that's those. So that was good fun. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and happy colouring.